Congress scheduled a missile defense hearing for April 27th. I flagged it as strongly bullish for Lockheed Martin a week before it happened. On the 27th, LMT gapped up at the open, found support, and continued to climb. I'm going to show you exactly how I saw this coming and how you can do the same nearly every single week. So nearly every single week, there are meetings for different sectors. On April 27th, there was a Senate Armed Services Subcommittee on Strategic Forces. The topic was 2027 Missile Defense Budget. The witnesses included Director for Missile Defense Agency and Manager for Golden Dome America. Let me show you exactly how this trade played out. So first of all, if you go over here to capitaledgeai.com, this is updated, and you're going to click on schedule. This is only for logged in paying members, but let's just take a look here. There are currently no schedules this week. However, upcoming, on the 14th, we do see that there is another potentially bullish hearing for Lockheed Martin. But let me show you exactly what happened on this trade on this day here. So let's take a look here. So I knew that this meeting was coming up, and the day before here, we can see, here's the day. We can see the gap up right here. Huge gap up, which is amazing. But prior to that, I noticed that, well, if you check out my previous video, I marked this area out as support previously. Going back, a long time. But I had marked this out about last week as an area of support, potentially. And price did come down in here and find support here. Exactly what I was talking about. And let's look at what happened. So the day before here, we see that price does push into this area, finds support, and closes bullish here, even having an inverted hammer here. Practically no wick on this candle here. Boom, push, close. Then next day, as soon as market opens, boom, gap up, push, and then it does come back down, find support, and we've really nearly reached that high again. So let's talk about positioning, especially for options trading. I think this could have been an incredible leveraged trade here. So we knew that this was an area of support. We saw that it did come down here in the few days prior to this meeting. And so this would have been a great time to enter into a trade here. Especially we see the push down, and then we see an inverted hammer, and then another couple candles push up. If we entered here, man, we could have had a serious trade here. So let's just say we marked it out here and just took that trade at the open. That would have been fantastic. Or if we wanted to hold it, we could have. And especially since we have another Lockheed Martin affected meeting coming up, well, we could see more bullish movement. And so even holding it longer could be, pretty good. We may even come up and see this other gap closed. But let's just take a look here real specifically at why this really played out nicely. So again, we have that gap up, and later on, as we know, that oftentimes gaps become support. And let's just see let's see if we can change that color a bit. Okay, whatever color, doesn't matter. So we do see that this does turn a bit of resistance here, and then it does turn support right there. Okay, so we may see more bullish movement coming up on Lockheed Martin, but either way, this would have been a really sick trade. All right, and so basically, I'm checking the schedule, these committee meeting schedules, government schedules at Capital Edge AI for more meetings, including defense meetings, AI, banking, energy, all these different sectors, and they all have different stocks in play with bullish, bearish, or neutral signals. I track it all at capitaledgeai.com, and right now it's just $9 a month. The link is going to be in the description, and if you want to see how this works before paying, grab the free Congressional trading cheat sheet that's also down in below, and get really on the inside, just like these politicians are trading. Get on the inside and start making some real money. I'll see you on the inside.